morning, YouTube. It's about 4:45 in the morning, and it is 11:15. In case it's too early for you, that's November the 11th of 2015. Hey, have you guys by any chance taken a gander outside, look to the eastern sky early in the morning when it's dark out, and notice the 3 or 4 planets that are lined up with each other right now? And they'll be right next to the Big Dipper. Off to the right-hand side of the Big Dipper, that is. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. What is it? Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and some other planet. Go check it out. It's cool because it doesn't happen all the time. So, by request, I'm starting at the bottom of my bookshelves I have here. And this is specifically for Ron, but for anyone else who may be interested. Could be a slightly long video. Don't know how it's going to turn out. We'll see. You want to know what books you got on your bookshelf. And honestly, I have made this video 6-7 times. Just never liked the way it turned out. So let's take a look. This book right here, everyone should read. The Book of Five Rings. That is Miyamoto Musashi's book. If you don't know anything about Japan, Miyamoto Musashi was an awesome swordsman. He lived the swordsman's life and then the poet's life later on. It's not poems. Book of Five Rings is really good. Check it out. Never really completed reading this. Cody London. That's that original Duel Survivor guy. The one who was always barefoot. I respected that he was barefoot all the time. That takes some cojones. That show is so scripted. Most of those shows on TV are pretty scripted. 98.6. In case you don't know, that's the average body temperature. Basically, it's just a little survival book. Never read the whole book, but I've, breezed through it a couple of times. American Indian Myths and Legends. That one's pretty good. One of my favorite movies, and one of my favorite books, actually, as usual. The book's better than the movie. Jarhead, Anthony Swofford. Really good book. If you're a young guy, definitely read that. This one, I want to read again because I read it a long, long time ago. It's about the whale ship Essex. It's called In the Heart of the Sea. There's a movie coming out right now, actually. Next month or two or something like that. About this, and the movie looks pretty good. If you're a nautical kind of dude, you know what I'm talking about. In the Heart of the Sea is the true life story that inspired the story Moby Dick. That's definitely a good read. Here, I have not read this yet. And that's Devil in the White City. It's, I believe, the World's Fair and the serial killer that was there. Mark Owen, No Easy Day. That's a good one. It's an autobiography of a Navy SEAL. Afghanistan era, recent Afghanistan. Ooh, introduction to local area networks. That's exciting. That's cable guy stuff there. This big old monster is a professional chef from the CIA. That is the Culinary Institute of America. Tons of recipes, really good stuff. There's a lot of advanced things and there's a lot of not so advanced things. Ship's book from a Meg cruise I did. You know what I'm talking about, Ron. Maybe one day I'll show that. I got some yearbooks. Yeah, I still hold on to them. Come over to the other side here. I lied to you. This is the Ship's Cruise book. We got variety meats, veal dishes, and vegetables. A really old cookbook. This one, right here, is an excellent book. Anthony Bourdain's Les Sales cookbook. I show you the inside, but I have some actual recipes that I cook in there that I've written down that I kind of want to keep secret. They're my own personal recipes, and one's a family recipe. But if you're into more like traditional French style cooking, cuisine, you'll like it. The French onion soup recipe in there is freaking awesome. We reach over the top here. Great land battles from the Civil War to the Gulf War by Colonel J.D. Morlock. This is actually a pretty dang good book. A little dry at times, but it's really good. Set that right there. And I still haven't finished this one. It's the Mitrokin Archive of the KGB, The Sword and the Shield. My wife got me this one a long time ago. That's a good book. Ron, you'll appreciate this book. How many times have you referenced stuff in here? This is the Blue Jackets Manual. Blue Jackets Manual is something you're given in Navy boot camp. And actually, is this the one that was given to me? It is. This was given to me before I went to boot camp from a former Navy guy. So that's pretty cool. Let me move the camera down. Y'all, just a little bit over here. We'll do a little minor adjusting here. Try not to get seasick. One of my favorite stories, a very sad story, right here. If you've ever seen Jaws, the first one, you got the shrimp and goat boat captain, the fisherman there. His name is escaping me in the movie. Well, he's telling the story of the ship he was on that went down when 2 Japanese torpedoes struck it to the side and she sank in under 6-7 minutes or whatever it was. That's this story. It's the story of the USS Indianapolis after she delivered the atomic bombs to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Really good book. Really sad. Yeah. If you love war history, if you're into any of that, if you're into nautical stuff, you'll really, really like that. Doug Stanton, In Harm's Way. Read it. Another great book. You see kind of a theme growing here. A Pirate of Exquisite Mind. Explorer, naturalist, and buccaneer, The Life of William Dampier. This is really good. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely recommend that as well. And like most people, I got suckered in with this one. With a bunch of the lies and bullshit that's in there. But hey, that's life. Overall, yeah, it was an alright read. Wasn't exactly the best book in the world, but so what? Still definitely worth it. The Forever War. Haven't finished this completely. There's still a couple of chapters I need to read. It's kind of heavy, but it's really cool the way it explains what Afghanistan used to be like back in the day. Just like Saudi Arabia used to be like back in the day when they were more of a democracy-minded state. Really good. The Forever War. Kind of heavy. That's pretty obvious. I think I've made one recipe out of that one. This book here is pretty dang cool. The New Guide to Beer. It covers a lot of stuff up to, I think this book was made in, well, quite a while ago. But it's got a lot of different brands of beer, where they come from. It's been chewed on a little bit by a dog. Yep, that's life. Here's another one of those old-time life books. Appetizers, Beef, Breads and Rolls, Breakfast Quick Breads. This one I got for Christmas one year, and this is from the ladies here in Arkansas. It's the Historic Sharp County Library Cookbook from Hardy, Arkansas, which is probably a couple hours from where I live. Pretty cool little town. But it's got old grandma recipes in there. Made a couple things out of Wolfgang Puck's cookbook. Make it easy, or makes it easy. I actually bought a set of his cookware years ago. Some of the worst cookware I've ever purchased or used. Really crappy. Great Tales of the Sea. This has got A Night to Remember, Sailing Alone Around the World. That's Joshua Slocum's story. That's a really good book. I recommend you pick that up. An Iceland Fisherman, Decision at Trafalgar, Surface at the Pole, Youth, the RA expeditions, or the Raw expeditions. That's when he makes his own like grass sailing boat and goes across the ocean. The Great White Whale, Tragedy Ship Essex, or Moby Dick. Potluck with Emeril Lagasse. Bam! There's a couple good ones in there. I thought I'd be more impressed with it. Was not. And that's when I was back with the book club. I got some of these cookbooks. Life, Our Century in Pictures. That's pretty good. It's a big, heavy book, too. Betty Crocker's New Cookbook. Some really good recipes in there. 1987 Southern Living. The annual recipes. There's some dangerous recipes in there. This one I've made a few out of. And I got this from a good friend back in Colorado years and years ago. I think I got it for Christmas or my birthday or something. It's La Cocina Mexicana Paso a Paso. Sabores Latinoamericanos. Look at that food. Oh man, I love Mexican food. I've also got sauces and salsas. Made a couple things out of there, not maybe like literally 2 things. To be honest, I always forget I have that salsas and sauces recipe book. So that's shelf number 1. We'll continue on to the next video with shelf number 2, which is going to be up a little bit right there. Here's a little sneak peek. Thanks for watching.